gym.
No, he said it like that.
Yeah, it's a gym. Go on, to the intro. Right. Hello there. Welcome back, YouTube. I am here today with a man that clearly needs no introduction at all. Mitchell Hooper, arguably, probably the most impressive strongman we've seen in the last, I don't know how long. How many podium finishes is it now in a row?
22 in a row.
22 podium finishes in a row. I don't think anyone's ever had a run this mythical. I don't know what's going on. World's strongest man, Mitchell Hooper. We are here today. We're in Kingdom Gym Sheldon. Mitch is going to join me and Mark on a little bit of pressing. I don't think he's going to follow us up to silly weights today. He's been hitting some heavy bodybuilding stuff, so he's a bit sore at the moment. And then Mitch is going to teach me deadlift.
Yeah, I'm not dodging. I literally was just coming to Birmingham and thought, hey, I got to reach out, shoot some content with one of the strongest static dudes in the world. And give some context. The world's strongest man is world's best strongman, not the strongest man in the world. I reckon he's one of them. And let's see if we can't get his deadlift somewhere
You know
special.
what? That's some premium gas. I like that. I like that a lot. We should do this more. I like that a lot. Okay. In terms of bench press, has this ever been a part of your strongman training?
So in 2023 at Strongest Man on Earth, we had a standing bench press.
Do you know what? Every time when I saw all of the build-up clips to all that and the process of that machine being built, my head was like, oh, I really want to have a go.
Crush it, dude.
I really want to have a go.
But the problem, because they did it in the barrel system, right? And so it was like exponentially harder.
Yeah.
So we all kind of tanked at the same spot. So I benched in prep for that. The best I got was a 550 bench.
Which is crazy considering
but considering I've put 500 overhead, 550 bench, it doesn't really line up. And
yeah, when you say like the 500 overhead, by the way, I hit 550 seated barbell shoulder press for 2.
Yeah,
a double.
I saw. Mental.
It's okay. I think me and him being Mike, by the way, guys, he is here, my bad. Me and Mike have got so used to benching and pressing on unsafe setups, is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Like going to gyms where the bench is this thin and just go, yeah, it's all right. And we get to a point where we end up getting used to that setup. So when we go to a good one, we're like, we don't like this.
Yeah.
Like, we want the shit one back.
So tell me, could you say break the axle clean and press record? I have that at 475 pounds. Could you get that up your body?
That would be the hardest part for me.
Yeah,
I think the pressing power's there. The hardest part for me is how you guys do it. So do you do a split motion where it's a turn in the grip?
I flip it midair.
You flip midair, which is terrifying, by the way. Like, how are you doing that?
No, because I think it's terrifying pulling with your bicep up here.
Okay. Yeah, that does sound terrifying. But if you can
get a powerful deadlift and get it there, then like naturally, just a little flip.
I've got the belly.
Crush.
I can do the belly bit.
Crush. Anyway, I think I could turn you into a great strongman. Let's save that for after
I like
I'm
the idea
done.
of that.
After I'm done.
Okay.
But let's get stuck into some bench press.
Okay,
Maybe you can teach me a thing or two.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never warmed up with just the barbell.
Never.
So score 1 for me.
No. It's just really funny. Until I met Mike, I never had either, but I think it's better now. I have never warmed up on just the barbell until I met him, and since I met him, I got way better at benching.
So the secret to strength is warming up on an empty. The more empty barbell work you do, the better you're gonna go.
Wrist wraps or elbow? Elbow, yes. Was that a sound of a very sore chest?
No, I almost tore my bicep at the Invitational, right bicep.
Oh yeah.
And something about pronation hurts it, but that's fine. I just have to stay water.
You know what I've noticed amongst like a lot of people that I guess that are strong, there's always like, oh yeah, it's just I've got like half of an elbow at the minute, or half of a bicep, or yeah, this is basically detached, but it's fine. That's the outlook all the time.
I had, so I'm here for an appearance at a therapy expo, a physical therapy expo, and I was talking to a guy who owns a hyperbaric chamber company.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And he goes, so, like, are you dealing with any injuries at the moment? And I'm like, yeah, like it's to the average population, it's like you're hurt or you're not hurt.
Yeah.
And to us, it's just this gray sort of.
Yeah.
Can I do something?
Well, that's what like me and him like. we're just like, so both of our left sides are cooked, like pec, shoulder, elbow, pretty much everything on this side is just, but every week we're just like, it's a plan. Shall we wrap? Should we just put a sleeve on and go? Yeah, we're all right.
It's still on.
It's on.
It's still on.
We did, his like concept was always like, until it detaches, we just carry on. Yeah. Not fair enough. Until the wheels fall off, yeah. Why not?
And you know what? When they do fall off, you can put a pec back on, you can put a bicep back on, you can put a side, it all goes back on. Yeah. This is bench pressing world records.
You've got a very like brute strength approach to bench.
Well, because I don't do it.
That's right? What I mean. Your approach is just lie down. Yeah, done. You know, you can see it. It's so funny.
Which it's funny because in strongman, I'm known as just figuring stuff out really well.
Yeah.
But when I don't have exposure to things, I will lose any strength contest that I don't have exposure to and I haven't practiced, 100%. Correct that and you'll get better quickly.
In you? Retracting your scapula.
Am I not?
No, not enough. So like
more?
Yeah.
So that you're maximal back
So
in.
like me, like if you look at him, like he can bench 300 kilo, but he'll get off the bench off one plate looking like a tomato. Because the aim is to be so tight that everything looks just so similar, you know? But like for me, like looking at you, like, I feel like you also have no leg drive. You're just so strong, you don't even need your legs, you're just like that. You know? Like, whereas he had to teach me to use leg drive.
Right.
It's exactly how I used to be. I was just brute strength, and then he was like, do this, and my bench started to, whoa.
So what's your PB bench all time?
705.
705. Can I tell you what's more impressive about you than benching 705?
Yeah, go ahead.
The fact that you haven't got bored of just benching. it's remarkable.
You know, like, I actually, like, last year, I went for a phase, I was dreaming about bench press. I swear. Like, I was literally, no, I'm for real, like, I was, like, asleep. I'd be like this doing reps, and I'd wake up and I'd be like, oh, I want to bench today. I was like, I genuinely, like, there was a period where, like, he does the same as well. Like, I'll be watching just bench press content. Yeah. We're watching Eric Spotto, watching, like, Andrew House, like, just all sorts of, like, powerlifters and, like, different like bits of content around bench and all these kind of things, and I was always watching it, and like Westside Barbell, like, you know, like classic stuff around lifting, and I would go to bed and I'd just dream about bench press. It was every time I'd watch something I'd dream about it.
Can you answer one thing?
Yeah.
100% honest?
Yes.
When you dreamed about bench press,
was I hard?
Did you wake up high?
No comment. It was a wet dream.
Yeah, I woke up soft because I already finished.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's happened. But yeah, I mean, you are. I think the reason that I'm not bored is because I've kept it fresh with like the whole one arm clapping stupid shit.
Yeah.
I love to, like, he knows I don't follow a single bit of programming, and I think that's where it would get boring for me.
No program.
I have never programmed bench in my life. Everything I do is just on the whim, have fun. Everything. What? I've never ever programmed it, and I think that's why I'm not bored.
Don't you sell a bench program?
Yeah. And people do really well at it. People do fucking great at it. But I
program in the description.
Yeah, it's actually like 75% off at the moment. Black Friday, use code BF.
Plates only,
Yeah, I presume it's going to be plates only.
Yeah.
Catch Baker taking a picture, he hates it.
There you go, mate.
Yeah, false. I'm not sure what the other ones are for. I think the other ones.
I'm not sure what the other ones are for.
At one time, I brought my mum to the gym and we used the other ones just because I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, honestly, on this channel, we've never used halves, have we, guys? Ever? Like, honestly, I've never used them.
What is safety? I'm a bit smaller than you guys. I don't know if you noticed.
What is safety? No such thing, mate. Yeah, it's fucking.
I was trying to
It's
pull back.
brute
as hard
power
as I
though.
can.
It's just, you can see how powerful it is without even look fucking. It's funny. Beautiful work. Okay. Do you want a spot, Mitch? He said no with no sound. He lip synced no to me. Good press. Don't be a con.
That's right.
I like it.
That's right.
That is good.
Which
I have seen it everywhere, but
it's so funny. It's so offensive to say cunt in
I love that word.
North
It's
America.
my favourite word ever.
After living in Australia, me too.
It's literally my
Me
favourite
too.
word ever.
It's my favorite compliment.
Yeah.
It's my favorite
You're a
insult.
cunt.
It's everything.
You're a fucking cunt.
Everything.
Yep. Will
You said y'all are working up to like 600 today?
I don't know. Maybe me, maybe not you. I don't know.
But I'll go up.
I did the shoulder press set 2 days ago. Yeah. So what day is it? Wednesday. I did shoulders Monday. I mean, I feel okay though. Yeah, fuck it.
What does me worse, honestly, is the squats. It's the mobility on the squats.
Mark, will you take me off? My elbow's killing off the top. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
So ridiculous.
Yeah, but like you said, this is all I do. I live, eat, sleep, breathe, bench press, you know.
Just take it. I'll tell you shit when we're done. So right now, you could out bench your deadlift.
Oh yeah, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
That is a problem. Oh, I asked if he could out bench his deadlift,
And I said yes.
which is a problem. It's a big problem. I'll tell you about.
I'll
you know what?
like
I'll
that,
tell
you
you
know?
why. And this is related to squats more than bench.
Okay.
So this is the biggest compliment I've ever received. I walked into a bar in San Diego,
Yeah.
and this girl was behind the bar, and I walk in, and so she can't. All she can see is here up.
Yeah.
She looks at me, and her eyes light up a bit. She's like, "How much you bench?" And I didn't quite hear her. I was taken aback of it. So I walk around the counter, and she goes, "Never mind. How much you squat?" And that is the biggest compliment I've ever received.
Really?
Yeah. You know, you wouldn't understand.
You know what? It's all right. I wouldn't understand. It's pretty accurate.
But you're such a nice guy.
Yeah, I'm
I'm a great guy.
a great guy. You know, I was talking to Eddie about it, and bench press used to be part of Eddie's training
Yeah, but
quite heavily.
Eddie and me take the sport in
Yeah.
such a different context.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to be the strongest. I want to win strongman competitions.
Yeah.
So I'll do what I need to do to win. Where Eddie is like, he wants that strongest ever.
Yeah. I mean, you're doing a pretty good job at it.
Yeah, it's going all right.
It's just, I think, and it's always the same comment like you hear from Lars and you hear from Terry on the commentating, is your consistency in everything is what's so impressive. Like, you don't have shit events.
But I think that's because I don't have the ego about me to want to be like this strong. I'm totally fine saying you're stronger than me. That doesn't bother
What
me.
about 505?
That is because I'm so sick of hearing about it. It's so annoying after
You know,
so
I might
many
do it,
years.
to be honest. I might just fucking do it.
I might bench it. I don't know.
It is just brute strength. Oh, it's just pure brute strength.
That felt better than
Did it?
before.
Yeah. It looks nasty, yeah?
Yeah. I think 200 would be that'd be a decent target for me today. I think.
I'm just a chill guy who benches.
Just a chill guy. Just a chill guy who benches 200.
What do you think if you were like really challenged to bench press for a while? What do you think you could do in 6 weeks?
6 weeks?
I think you could get toward 240, 250 kilo.
I think 250. I think 250.
Yeah.
Especially because I've never had proper coaching on it. Never.
Neither
So I
have
think
I.
if I had proper coaching,
Yeah.
probably 250. Because if I could hit 200 today, paused,
Yeah.
without.
You know what's wrong with me is I have like a lot of the best coaches in terms of pressers reach out to me all the time and like, let's work together, man. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, but I'm doing 3 plates on one arm next week, just to let you know. And they're like, you can't reprogram that. And I'm like, I guess we can't work together. Because like, that's my problem is like, I just in my head, the idea of programming, it bores me. It shouldn't though. Like, to be where I need to be, I'm going to have to at some point program correctly.
But it gets to an important point with strength sports. Like everyone has their methodology that they believe works perfectly, but ultimately it's the same as bodybuilding. Like heavy weight and intensity and recovery.
Mitch said he's only going to get a spot after you do so.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
I will die.
That's why no one will remember your name. Yes, please. I'll have a lift. 3, 2. You're that. Yep. Okay, feels alright.
It's weird to see, man. It's just so strange.
What? As in just
that much weight moving with such little.
You know, it's such a bad compliment, and that most of the time it feels slower. Like mentally, I guess. Does that happen when you're in strongman? Like, you ever, like,
well, it depends on the time of season. Like when I go, because right now I'm off season.
Yeah.
When I go into season and I start lifting heavy weight again, it feels horrible.
Yeah.
And I watch the video back and like,
it's pretty
that's
good.
fine.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had more there.
Yeah.
But often it doesn't feel that
So
way.
it's similar for me. Like we'll do. I'll do a set of bench. I go, that felt shit, and he'll go, no, it was good. And then I'll watch it back and go, let's go up.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't bad.
But then as I get closer to comps, then I'll start doing the opposite. Just easy. There's more. I know there's more.
I thought you didn't use these.
Mike asked for it.
I'm going to put it on.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I was pranking you. All right, 200. Three, 2, 1. Yep. I don't mind it. First bench in a year, I'd say. That's all right, with a cooked chest.
What the fuck? You know what the craziest thing was there? Wasn't the press. It was how fast he came out the fucking rack. He said 3, 2, 1, go. I was like, holy shit. He was spotting me out, not the other way around.
Well, because when you're not getting tight in the setup, you're primed.
I was like, what? Came out of the rack like it was. I thought this guy could press 400. I think you could easily pause 210 at the minute, 215.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not going to. I have Thor on my brain.
I get
But
it.
I probably could.
You mean
For
as
me,
in because you like him or because he ripped his
because he
back?
ripped his patch.
I thought you just loved him.
I also love it. But that's it for me today. It's going to be their show now before we get to deadlifts. Working up to
I mean, don't worry, 'cause
600-ish.
At least, you know, I know this is like my thing, but once we get over there, I'll look like a fucking child, so don't worry about it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Alright, being alright.
Fine. Good lad.
Why are your elbows soft when you unlock it or unrack it? Yeah.
Do you know what I try and focus?
Music, bro.
Pinch my elbows inwards like that. So obviously if you flare your lats and then try and pull the bench press down, you got resistance. So you're building that kind of platform to push from. Does that make sense?
It makes sense in principle, but anytime I try to do it, you're trying to sink your triceps into your lats almost.
You flare your lats, just turn them up. You're pulling. You've got that back resistance.
That's what I mean by contracting so much more. If you were to do that and then raise your core, I think you could press so much more.
Okay, so I'm like this, and you're talking about like...
No, you're not. When you're benching, you don't even look like this. You just look like this.
I'm trying.
You're just brute strength. You're just brute strength.
I could push press that easier than I could bench that. Right? No problem.
That's a scary thing to say.
You're welcome. How you feeling? Elbows, mate, not quite.
Yeah, my elbows are talking to me, and it's not a good conversation.
Maybe I just need a bit more mobility for squats, that's probably why.
I'm just thinking they can shut up and get over it. Fresh pair. We go through elbow wraps like toilet paper.
Yeah.
Literally.
Elbow wraps.
Yeah. We got wraps,
Okay.
sleeves, and everything.
Okay. Elbow wraps. Surely that's cheating.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're not in denial of that.
I could move that easier than I just moved 200.
Should we put them on find out?
Wraps. Could do.
Do you know, that's something to say. So usually when people do first use them, they're a bit like, oh, what the fuck? Because it's more of what wraps do is they force you into a slightly unnatural position due to the tension. So you have to try and fight that stability. But with 200, you cook it.
You know what? I'm not going to.
We shouldn't have said that.
Nah.
Just let him there.
So good. It's so good.
Good lad. Yeah. Will you pull that sleeve off for me, Mum? I can't get my sleeves on because I've got this hoodie on.
Challenge putting this man's sleeves on, I swear.
I don't know how you took your hoodie. I'm cold. You just took your hoodie off. I'm freezing right now.
Go on.
I should have took my hoodie off.
Yeah.
Because that's not going on very well. It's on okay though. It'll do.
Sleeve on top of the sweater would be nice. That would be a really comfortable feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine do anyway.
3, 2, 1. Thank you. Oh, that's a lot better. It's just my elbows are so. What's the most recurring injury for you in terms of strongman? Lower back.
Low back. Always.
And what tends to flare that up? Deadlifts, things like that.
Deadlifts can do it, but extension can do it as well. Because when I press overhead, I turn into like a big bitch.
Yeah.
But then I always become flexion intolerant regardless. And so my big goal this offseason is to strengthen spinal erectors enough that it can protect my back better next year. It's like I pulled 975 at the Invitational.
Yeah,
so that was 100% pain limited. If I was not in pain, I would have been 1,000 plus, no doubt in my mind. I was just having a bad day with it. So that being the 9th show of the year, I just got to work harder on that. But that's it, and that's one way I've been really lucky.
When is your? So obviously it's off season now. When's your next show? Be
The Arnold in March. My
So
off
you've got
season's
some
like
time.
10 weeks.
That's good. So you've got I say good, but at least you've got some time now.
Well, but during the year, in season 42 weeks, off season 10 weeks.
Doesn't sound that good actually. Yeah.
Doesn't give you a lot.
Doesn't sound that good.
Nah.
You know, mine is all the time.
You're always in off season.
Yeah.
You know, there's no program, there's no season.
That's just fun.
It's better.
I'm just a chill guy.
It's working anyway. It's working anyway, isn't it?
3, 2, 1. I am quite excited to deadlift. I can.
It's just very. There's no legs involved at all. He doesn't use his legs. It's just a hoist. It's just a hoist. Yeah.
I'm shit at it. Yeah. Really shit at it.
But if you can pull 300, surely the capacity's there to do a lot more.
I'd say I've got a good foundation.
Comfortable.
No, very comfortable.
No, it looked uncomfortable. You know, like I know him, like we know each other pretty well, and I can tell just in his face where something's not good, and just looking at his face, and That was good. That was painful.
Yeah, well, just elbows, isn't it?
We don't really need them. I actually think we. I think you should try to do front-end wraps.
I think you should leave me alone.
My touch and go speed is terrifying. Yeah, I can touch and go at like exceptional speed. Like genuinely, I can.
It doesn't concern you?
I'll show you. I'll just send it here. I'll show you how fast I touch and go. I don't even think about it.
You don't worry about tearing something?
Famous last word.
Also, there's bars and then it's not yours.
You just got enough cushion that you can bounce it off your sternum, right?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. A test of resiliency. My God.
But also, you know, like the next day, I'm like, I can't breathe. Why can't I breathe?
Yeah.
You know? For like 24 hours, I'm like, feels like a bus hit me. Nothing about you wants to do it. That's weird, because I'm currently wrapping you up for it.
I'm in pain. Sure, mate. This is why you kill me.
It's on the at the back there. It's just two of them. It's two Velcros. You know, Mitch, this guy, he all he does is cry at me. He says I'm awful at wrapping him, and
I actually have loads of receipts of you moaning.
that's a lie.
Like loads of receipts.
I've never complained in my life.
I thought that having a boyfriend would be way more fun than this. Thought there'd be way less bickering.
You're like a married couple, mate.
We are actually a little like a married couple, yeah. Except obviously fucking, like you're punching and I'm not. Because I'm way better looking than you. Well, did someone call me? I've been called a lot of shit.
True Geordie, innit?
True Geordie, yeah.
I like how seriously you're taking the lift off here with the lifting belt. Yeah, no, I bet.
It's not. It's because I didn't know he was doing this. I was putting it up for me. It was for me.
Got to try.
Do you want some salts for the spot? I can slap you, but I would need someone to slap mine.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Nice.
My elbows are all over the shop.
I can do that with wraps. I just don't want it.
Perfect.
I know,
Thanks. That's because I started it there. Where's your wrist straps?
Oh, there, I didn't know you. I thought you used to.
I haven't even bothered getting one out of the bag. I'm saving my energy for deadlift. I want a PR today.
302.5.
302.5. What's your best set of 10 on deadlift?
Best of 10?
Yeah.
At the Arnold UK, I did 8 at 800, and I easily had 2 in the tank. I just won the show already.
Holy shit.
So yeah, 10 at 800. That's no suit. That's no
Yeah.
funny going on.
Yeah. Same, actually.
Zero communication. You're doing more than that.
Yeah, I didn't know I was going to do
You
it.
could have told me you're doing more than one.
I didn't know I was doing more than one. I just thought, why not? Because it's the last set, isn't it? And I thought, get it out of the way.
Where's the elbows?
They're not responding. Yeah, I think it's there somewhere. It's the left one that's probably not the right. It's this one. Yeah. Show this now.
How am I going to do that? You're showing the
Normally we take stuff off.
I can't turn the top off.
Way talking.
Oh man, they did it with a butter knife. Oh shit, that's such a big scar.
I know.
They were like, can't see where it's torn, so they're like, just cut. We need to see more. Yeah. So flex?
It's just here.
Okay, but it's partially on. Yeah.
It comes with me.
Yeah.
Goes up there.
Yeah. It gives a nice like bulk here though.
Yeah, it looks
Makes
good on
it look
that side.
impressive, yeah. Was the piercing an addition after the fact?
Before.
That's before. Yeah, Joe's quite strong. 204 kilo bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
After that as well.
Yeah, I see that's post pec.
After stronger after.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
This is a gym of benchers, eh?
It's just it's what. I was about to. I was going to include like. Well, you see, we've got a really joke for it because he's been benching. Luke benches 150 recurring.
Right.
Every year.
Every year. Yeah.
I mean, for the like, yeah, my elbows and shoulders are fine, so you know what I mean.
Yeah. Right. Do you want to? Should I do some reps?
Yes.
And then
I don't want to give you anything until you
Okay.
work up to something somewhat reasonable. Because there's a
Work
million
up to
ways.
something somewhat. What's somewhat reasonable?
Just something that starts to move a bit slow for you. Because there's a million ways that you could do this
No, I'm going to make
and
a
feel
difference.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Pull it at like half speed.
Okay.
Okay. The problem is really obvious.
What?
That's fine.
I am the problem. Yeah. It turns out I am just the problem.
Can you self-identify it all?
No. Because I don't deadlift, I couldn't tell you where I'm going wrong.
Watch me from the start. So right now, in slow motion, that's it.
Okay.
Okay?
That's what I'm doing.
Yes. Okay, so
Okay.
just watch the bar relative to me and where it ends up.
It's out from
Right
you,
there.
yeah. Then you have to.
Yeah.
So I'm not driving through early enough with my glutes.
No, the bar is hung too far in front of you. Because you're squatted so far down that the bar comes away, right? So your knees are in the way.
Okay.
So the bar has to travel forward,
Yeah.
and then you have to work it back into yourself.
Okay.
Right? So if you first just think like, we're not squatting this, we're hinging this.
Okay.
Okay, so your hips are getting sent backwards.
Yep.
Think that your knees can't go anywhere past sort of your midfoot
Okay.
for right now.
Okay.
Okay, and from this position,
Okay.
yeah,
It's funny. Do you do this for a living? You should.
it's part of my living.
It looks like
part of my
it looks
living.
like you know what you're doing.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me one.
Okay. Let me go from here.
Give me one just like that. Keep the hips a bit higher.
Yep.
Slightly.
See, I feel like I'm going backwards then.
They were still slightly too low.
Okay. So.
I'll tell you, drop them slow, and I'll tell you where you're probably good. There.
That felt way.
Okay.
Yeah, that made sense.
Good. Okay. There's a few more things, but let's just have that as the setup cue while you work up and
said
weight.
there's a few more. Oh, no.
There's plenty more.
Am I the
Plenty
worst deadlifter on earth right now?
more. No, man. No, you're fine. You're fine.
I was really hoping to pull 500 today, so you're really not helping me too much. This isn't a confidence builder so far.
But you can still deadlift 300. You correct a couple of things, and
Yeah.
now you're at 360.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Okay, hips high. Way too low.
Way too low
Way
again.
too low.
Okay.
Okay, this is not heavy, yeah? So just get down into position.
Okay.
I'll help you out.
Okay.
Just grab the bar.
Yep.
Now drop your hips. There.
Oh. What kind of? Yeah, because it feels easier.
Yeah.
So.
Good. So the best way to self-assess is if you ever look at yourself from the side, how you start when you go down too far, the backside of your shoulder ends up behind the bar.
Okay.
Right?
Which we don't want.
No, you want this to be directly in line with the bar, because then any force that you're putting through your lower half into your shoulder girdle is going straight into the bar.
Okay.
Yeah? There's no inefficiency there, so that already is looking much better.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Mike's, what's the most you've ever pulled?
750?
What's that in pounds, are we talking?
No, talking kilos. I know kilos. Yeah. 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 But it's near impossible to be a good bencher and a good deadlifter.
Really?
Because it's arm length, right?
Yeah. I would like to be able to deadlift 400.
Yeah.
And still bench 300 plus in
Well,
my
it won't
head.
take away from it.
Yeah.
There's no part that'll take away. Now, watch when Mike's in position, he can sit his hips lower because his torso is longer relative to his legs.
Yeah.
But you've got a shorter torso.
Yeah.
And so Mike's leg position doesn't matter. It just matters that the backside of his shoulder is in line with the bar.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. So basically, you're designed for this and I'm not.
No, you're in a bad position.
I suck.
It doesn't matter. It
I
doesn't
just suck.
matter. Yeah.
It's okay. I get it. Anyway, can we go back to bench press now? I don't like this.
It's a bench press with your legs.
So what will you work up to today on squat?
I'm just going to work up to a difficult set of 10.
What does a difficult set of 10 mean? Because my concern is in here, that means this for you.
No, but I don't have a belt. I don't have sleeves. I don't have lifters. It won't be.
Okay.
It won't be. It'll be
585, 600?
5 plates or 6 plates.
Okay.
Somewhere in there. Yeah. It's feeling really good today, to be fair. Nice. Much better. Much, much better. Good. The other thing that happens when you're a bigger dude is if you sit too far down, your stomach and your thighs are just interacting way too. So you just round straight over. So like, there's no point in staying down there.
Yeah.
Right.
What I was doing last week was I was doing that like, I think I've seen half door, you've done it, Eddie's done it, but it's the whole rollout thing, you know?
No.
Time.
Do you know why they do that?
Why?
Because they're in deadlift suits that are really tight, so they can't hold it down there without exploding.
Right, okay.
And so they have to roll it and then go.
Okay.
And then people see that and then they start doing it as well. But like, it's not, you would never see a powerlifter, raw powerlifter doing that because it's not useful. It introduces an element of variability that's totally pointless.
because you're then having to rely on every stabilizer every bit being correct from that go point.
Now, Thor still does it raw, but now we're talking about the most technical proficient deadlifter on the planet.
Yeah.
We're starting at a different level. I can't reliably do that.
Yeah. Thor's a freak of nature.
Yes.
He's also like so big.
He's one of those dudes that like you just look at him and it doesn't look like a human being.
No, I went to Iceland in August.
Yeah.
And the whole point of going out there was for collaboration, and he was like, "Yeah, come to my gym."
Yeah.
And I remember just walking in the gym, and I was like, "Yeah, he's not here yet." And I just felt the room get darker when he walked in. I was like, "What the fuck?" What? I don't know what that is.
Just so you can know how you're going to pull them.
Look at the size of his quads, bruv. Have you had to get those registered?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you would have.
In every state I travel to as well.
Really?
Yeah. It's a pain in the ass.
Mitch will take them.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Big legs. They're trees, mate.
Oh. But
I can't really see it, to be honest.
there's
Not much difference, to be honest. Pretty
I feel like in inches, I feel like I walk normal, but if I watch like competition back or something, I sort of like swing around. All right, let's go.
I'm not.
Okay.
If I get the straps out, he's gonna call me a sissy.
No. Straps are probably.
Mentally, he said sissy, just to let you know.
No.
Mentally,
I would put them on right now.
He
as
looked
well.
at me like, no.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one more cue before you go into this one.
Okay.
So you've got your setup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of.
The second thing I want is you to feel like you're actually reaching down to the bar. Okay. Now, what I mean by that, watch me from the side. If I keep my scapula neutral, here's where my body position is to start to lift.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I round my shoulders,
Yep, you're a bit
I
higher.
can get about 2 inches higher.
Yeah.
So your goal is going to be to keep your hips high and reach as far as you can down to the bar.
Okay.
So that you're keeping your torso as high up as possible.
And in terms of your bracing, like your breath, do you at the top?
You're not going to be able to with straps.
Okay, good point.
Right? So the only way you can do it is being at the bar, raising your hips to create some space, big breath and brace, and then drop your hips into position, and then go from there.
Okay.
Now, you're also going to start doing doubles on everything.
Okay.
Because the first rep is going to be hard to feel like you're reaching down to the ground.
Yeah.
The second rep,
It's already pulled me forward.
it's pulling you forward, and you don't have to worry about that initial brace. So we're standing tall, we're bracing.
Okay.
And then feel like you're trying to get the smallest range of motion possible for that bar to touch the ground. Once you're there, bang.
Okay.
And you'll feel second rep feels way easier than your first doing this. Okay, really, really long arms. Okay, contract your triceps with your lats.
Okay.
Okay, breathe up here. Big breath, reach the bar to the ground. Reach the bar, reach. See that? Miles better.
Okay, I like this.
Okay, so if you can get that feeling on the first rep, which is harder than it sounds, that's going to be a massive advantage.
Okay.
Massive.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I had the straps the wrong way around. They felt weird, but
Now, the other thing that you'll notice, if you watch that first rep back, your hips kick up early.
okay.
Now, why might your hips kick up early? If your shoulder, if the back of your shoulder ends up behind the bar, and you go to lift, well, naturally, what's going to happen? I get pitched forward.
Yeah.
I get pitched forward, my hips rise, and then I good morning it up.
Yeah.
Second rep, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like you could get bummed about how shit it is right now, but like you've done it 3 times. Like potential is really good.
I want to get good at it. I really want to get good at it.
See, like Mike's built for powerlifting. Like everything's just like there's no extra weird motions. The limb lengths just make sense for what seems to be occurring.
Yeah.
Like you're a bit tall, your torso's a bit long. That's the same reason that I was a waste in powerlifting. I wasn't that good.
So you're saying I should just be a strongman, right?
I don't know. Can you run? Can you move?
I get. It's my most requested thing. Is bro, please the strongman. Everyone's like, please, you could be like the best presser of strongman. But I'm like, yeah, but I'll be shit at pulling.
Yeah.
And shit at squatting.
Could you break the log press? The log press world record would be a fun thing for you to do.
Yeah, and you know, I could probably go attend the Giants live and try it. They'd let me, you know.
That would
They'd definitely
awesome.
let me do a Giants live.
That would be awesome.
What is the log press record?
229.
229.
But you just seated shoulder press 250.
For 2, yeah.
And
Can you wear sleeves? Did I let you wear sleeves?
100%. And the log is 6 inches off of you.
Yeah.
So like even if you had a bit of a pop, you could fight through that. The clean of the log is way easier than the clean of the axle, of course.
Yeah.
I reckon with a bit of training you could take that. That would be the strongman goal for you. What people don't get about strongman is like being strong is one element of it.
Yeah.
Can you do a set of 10 and then recover and do another event right away?
Yeah.
How is your grip? How is your movement? How's your so many different variables to it that like you can't just take a strong guy and go like he's gonna crush.
Yeah.
So like, I had this conversation with Jesus Oliveras.
Yes.
Because he's really interested in strongman. So do I. And I'm like, you're the best powerlifter of all time in his category.
Yeah.
Why risk it and come over to our world when like
he doesn't need to.
There's also like you're lucky, like your height's about right. So like you could extend an Atlas stone.
Yeah.
But like Jesus is 6 inches shorter.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not that much, but
I think it's like 6'1".
trying to get to a tall
Yeah.
platform, it's
Yeah.
going to be really difficult.
Yeah. I remember going to SBD Sheffield as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, not SBD Sheffield, Giants Live in Cardiff as well.
Yeah.
And I remember then everyone trying the 500, including Jamal Brown, all right? I think Jamal Brown
He was
tried it
there,
too.
yeah. He was there.
Yeah.
I got it to my knee this year.
I saw
505
it.
to my knee.
I saw it.
Do you know the circumstance around that for me?
No.
I was unpeaked.
Well, no, I
was
remember
in-
I watched the video. I remember you talking about unpeaked,
One
pretty
deadlift
much,
session. Literally
which
one
is the
deadlift
scariest thing.
Yeah,
So if you
that's
were
where
to
my confidence on
really-
it comes
yeah,
from.
yeah.
If I'm not injured and I peek into it, I just don't see how it doesn't.
Yeah. You just go off the basis of what you know in terms of how you'd normally train and know where you are.
And just basic logic, you
Yeah.
know? And I'm quite good at knowing what I can
Yeah,
and can't do.
yeah.
I fully feel like I can do it. Fully.
That's exciting though, isn't it? Turns out this is a bigger jump than I originally projected. So when I did the 300 the other week, I did 4, 5, 6, 6.5, and then 7. So technically I'm missing out quite a bit here. So maybe I should do a 15. Maybe I should put a 15 on. That'll give me 240. We're gonna ask Mitch if I'm allowed to use a smaller plate. Let's see what so I was just saying to Mike. So we're just working out this jump here. This I don't usually jump. Okay, so I don't usually jump like this. And I was just wondering if I could get you okay to put a smaller plate on. I know like you don't really use those.
No, you're fine.
So I'm thinking because that was 210 we just did. Put a yellow on, that'd be 240. Then go 260.
If your technique sucks, it will move bad. If your technique is good, it will move good.
Okay, that's just 260.
You're
That's
fine.
just a 260.
You're fine.
Yeah. He gave me confidence. I'm confident now. That's just this.
Okay, Baker. Long arms, hips high, big brace. Long arms, hips high, big brace. You're going for 2. Good. Okay, give me one more. Reach the bar to the ground. Reach, go. Yeah. Fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Okay. Doesn't feel good. I have to be honest, it doesn't feel good.
Depends on the rules.
Nothing
If I
about
can use
that
eights, I'll use
felt
eights.
good. Okay. 6 felt way easier last week.
Just to give you context for how much tension you have close to the ground, you pause that on the way down about an inch off the ground.
Okay, was that bad? Is that a bad thing?
Not necessarily, but it just shows you have so much strength down there that you're not expressing at the moment. You're like,
Express yourself.
if I was coming down with this way, I'd probably be fine. But say 80% of my 1 rep max, no chance that I'm actually able to pause that as I'm searching for the ground. It's just gonna pull me down into
So
that
should
position.
I let it pull me down?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I
and
thought
you're-
you said like take your time kind of thing. So I'm just like taking it nice and slow.
No, take your time up here to
Yeah.
breathe. But then
And then
after
go.
this, like, yes,
Yeah.
take your time, but you can go twice as fast, about this speed.
Okay.
You
Okay.
don't want to lose the tension, though. You want to keep that tension.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% you want to keep
Okay.
the tension.
Okay.
But
Come on, Mark.
so long as the tension's in the bar, the tension won't leave your body.
Okay.
Good work. Well done.
Yeah, that looked great. Mine did look like that. It's weird. I don't know why. What do you think, Mitch? Do I take another one or do I go up still? So as
No.
in,
I think you do 3 sets of 2 there.
Really?
Yeah.
I was going to try throw 2.5.
We could, but for what?
2.5 kilo PR.
Yeah. Like you could probably do it, but there's next to
there's
no
no
point.
point.
And you're gonna learn nothing. I think your goal should be closer to, let's make the third set feel better than the first set, just through technical improvement.
Okay.
But if you do 1 rep at 302, you get 1 rep of practice. If you do another 2 sets.
6 reps of this,
Yeah.
6 reps of practice.
Yeah.
I understand. Okay, where are the reps? How do you work out foot spacing? That's one thing I wanted to understand as well.
Honestly,
Like
to start, the easiest first step is if I asked you to try to touch that light and you just jump into it,
Yeah.
we're there.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting. Because that naturally your body's going to go into the
It's going
strongest
to be the most
position.
powerful.
I'm with it. Okay.
Now, that is applicable to deadlifts, but not to squats, because in deadlifts, if you think of this position, that's about a deadlift.
Yeah.
But in squats, you're going to have a different power curve down here than you are halfway up.
Okay,
Right?
I'm with it, yeah. Fuck, he's so fucking smart. What the fuck? There's so much to it that...
Long arms, big brace, drive with your legs. Okay, launch you forward. Better. Better. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the first one, your shoulders were behind the bar. And
Yep.
did you feel that lurch
Yeah.
forward?
Yeah, felt it in my lower back.
Then you lurch forward.
Yeah.
And then you get here and you're lurched. And so
Yeah.
naturally you're gonna try to
Yeah.
duck your knees back
Yeah,
under.
yeah.
Like when you're doing this, it's not a strength thing for you, it's a coordination.
Yeah.
It's a figuring out the motor unit.
Yeah,
so you're
yeah.
not burning your nervous system because
No.
it's so far below what you're
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
capable
Yeah.
of. Like you, well conditioned, well prepped, there's no reason that this couldn't become 350.
Yeah, yeah.
No reason.
So what you're saying is basically, if I just program things correctly and learn them correctly,
What I'm actually saying,
is I'll be the best powerlifter that's ever lived.
is if you went to moosecoaching.com and got one of my programs linked in the bio, in the description,
I like that.
you'd have a chance.
I like it. Right there. I might do that, actually.
This would be a big set of 10 without sleeves or shoes or a belt.
Let's go, Mitch. Yep. Let's go, Mitch. Come on. Good. One more, Mitch. Come on. Good set. Good set. Woo. Unreal. Wow. Wow. Superb. The pause was very, very disrespectful. Just what you told
That's good. That was really good.
disrespectful. It was disrespectful, is what it was. Because that's, how heavy is that?
It's 260.
So that's what I'm doubling on deadlifts. That's just what I'm struggling to deadlift for 2. That's all it is. That's all it is. You know what? I have bench pressed that for 8.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I've got that. It's not bad.
It's sort of nice, but it's just so clear cut.
Yeah.
There's no competition on either side. Just a hats off.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like yours, in terms of the basket of talent, is slightly bigger, you know? Like, I'm really good at doing this. You know?
Here's a
See that? No,
here's a
literally,
counterpoint.
That's all it is.
Dollars earned per lift. You're doing really well.
I'm doing pretty good.
1.
Doing pretty good. Yeah.
I have to do like 15.
Yeah, but you are really good at all of them, though. That's the point. That was a fucking crazy set.
I'm really happy with that.
That was
I could have
very
done
good.
more. Yeah, could have done more. Now, general principle: the closer your feet are, the more compact you get, and the
Yep.
more you can spring the weight off the ground.
Okay.
But then you're at a mechanical disadvantage
Okay.
once you get above the knee.
Right.
So since you're sweet off the ground, let's just bump the feet out
A little
an inch
wider.
total, maybe half an inch each foot, and see if that helps out.
I'd say that's about half an inch each foot wider than it was.
Okay. Step back for me. So I am here, and I'd consider myself quite narrow. Okay?
Okay.
You've got a much larger torso than I do. So I'm gonna say Get your shins just on the beginning of the knurling.
Okay, so your foot, okay. So just about here.
Yeah, I like it, I like it.
Okay.
Now your hands are always gonna fall slightly outside of that.
Yep.
And the idea should be the crook of your elbow right beside the crook of your knee.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Combine that with our 2 setup cues. Now just forget about that altogether. Yeah, feet are set, you're good.
Okay, okay.
Now we think reach and hips a little bit higher.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. So from the setup standpoint of what we just said, regardless of foot placement, everything here stays the same in terms of everything I do now.
Everything.
Just
Everything. Let's go. Big breath, reach the bar down.
Fuck. Woo! That was fucking heavy. I hated every second of that. That felt harder.
It looked harder. Certainly looked harder.
That felt harder.
Yeah, but now we get to a conversation where is it harder just because it's further away from what you're used to, or is it harder because it's a mechanically disadvantaged position? The principle of wider feet making a stronger lockout is 100% true.
Yeah.
But if you've never done the movement before, then it's like, okay, well, we're a little bit shooting in the dark.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe closer feet would have felt better today.
Just for that
but
set.
the ceiling
in the
would
long
be
term?
lower for you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, to
I'm
be
with
honest, I think that original stance, you kick on with that, you work on your shoulder blades, and the most difficult thing for you is going to be your shoulder blades. You're so used to that like retraction.
Yeah.
What I can't do on the bench press
Yeah.
is what you can't do here.
Yeah.
Is that rolling forward, that because as
You know,
soon
it's
as you
so funny
relax
you've
and
said
engage,
that
you're like,
because
bah.
you know every time I've gone down there and you've said reach, I feel like I'm physically reaching as hard as I can and I'm not.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I am, but I'm still not.
Yeah, so it's almost like a feeling of just put your hands out in front of you. Okay, now try to touch me. Yeah, that's the feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a serratus anterior.
But how do you force that feeling without being planted against something? Because you're planting me there so I can reach, you know?
Do you know what the best thing to get the feeling is if you go to a cable or get a band and you do lat pullover until you get tired.
Okay.
And when you do a lat pullover and you get tired, what happens? You come here.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Because it's triceps, lats, serratus anterior can all work together in this position.
Yeah.
Right? Because then the only thing you have to undo is this.
Okay.
Which when you're right here,
Okay.
there's no moment arm between the bar and your shoulder blades. So
Yes.
this is not hard.
Right, I'm with it.
Right? You're
Makes
just
more
moving
sense.
your joints.
Yeah.
Where you gain 2 or 3 inches off the ground.
Yeah.
Because you can see when you engage your lats, you're like, boom.
Yeah.
And you're like reaching, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Mike.
Come on, come on. Make it easy. Make it easy, mate. Come on.
Good lad. Is that 300? Good job. What do you feel has been your your biggest achievement yet in terms of euphoria? I remember asking Eddie, like, what was it like winning World's Strongest Man compared to winning like his first time winning England's Strongest Man, vice versa.
Yeah.
So what was like your most euphoric win so far, where it's been like whole league?
I was thinking about this, and I think of 23 shows, I think I've been in the lead at some stage in, I would guess, 21 or 22 of them.
Yeah.
And so say you win World's Strongest Man. When I won it, I was building a lead, building a lead, building a lead. So you sort of come to this slow realization that you're going to win. And when you win, like, if you see that video of my reaction, we'll pop that in the corner here. But it's like, my hands go to my head.
I remember
it's like,
yeah.
It's like relief.
Yeah.
It's like, thank God I didn't blow that.
Yeah.
In terms of elation, number one was breaking the axle clean and press world record at Royal Albert Hall. For me, that was the last meaningful thing for me to do.
Yeah.
It's like a world record that anyone could try, well established, and a single moment in time where it either happens or doesn't happen.
Yeah,
that is like, you can.
So it's
really
a coin flip
celebrate.
moment as opposed to something that you can see happening.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm with it. Okay,
exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah, especially because say in competitions as well, like I'm constantly figuring out the points and who's going to do what, and so I know exactly what I need to do.
Yeah.
And so when you know that, it's not like crushed it. It's like,
Yeah,
did what I had to.
Yeah.
Good.
With
Yeah.
it.
There was, I think, like my coolest moment to look back on though, where I'm like, that was badass. Not to sound like a cunt, but at the Arnold, did you see my Denny Stone walk?
I did see Denny Stone walk, yeah.
So that, breaking that world record, which has stood for, like, that has broken the real Denny Stone walk record by like 20 feet or something crazy. Yeah. But I had no idea that I could do it. And then in the moment to have the foresight when Thor was still after me to stop and to look. Like,
the look was insane.
I'm very happy I did that.
It was disgusting.
Yeah, I'm very happy I did that. It's one of those like many moments. And you're in such a good spot where you couldn't really have detractors. You couldn't really have people who don't like you because you just post good lifts on social media.
Oh no, everyone hates me.
Do they?
Literally. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't care.
Good for you.
Like I still sleep at night. You know?
But that was one of those moments where like, the people who love me twice as much for it, and the people who hate me 10 times as much for it.
Unreal.
Having fun.
Let's see. Come on, Mitch. Yep. Come on. Good. Come on. Come on. Dig deep. Easy. Easy. Come on. Yep. Beautiful. Yep. Come on. Last one. Easy now. Finish line in sight. Come on. Good, good, good. Good. Great set. That was good.
I hate those, dude.
Yeah, I hated watching it, so I can't imagine how I felt. That was good. Well done.
Cheers, mate.
I did those sets all the time. All the time, guys. Right, we're done, guys. Mitch has basically scolded me, which is what I need, really. I need someone to come and tell me everything that is shit about my deadlift. And today I found out, but I'd rather that than let my ego ride on bad form and hurt myself in a month's time, you know, because that's probably what would happen. So at least breaking it down to a point where we're making the movement very strict and I'm learning the movement correctly is going to benefit me a lot more.
But the good thing is, like, to me, it's inefficient, not unsafe.
Yeah.
Which is...
With it, yeah, makes sense.
Which is perfect.
Yeah, Mitch hit a terrifying set of squats and purposely paused the last one just to show off. It was really good though. It was really good. And yeah, again, thank you for tuning in. If you don't know who Mitch Hooper is, I'm not going to ask that question because you do, but go and check out Mitch on the YouTube. I'll leave his link in the description. Again, Black Friday sale is still on the bench program. Use code BF at checkout to save 70. I think it's 70% you're going to save on the program. You get it for like £5. It's normally 15, so it's quite 66 just to be safe. And yeah, applynutrition.uk code Baker20, Silverback Gymwear, Reaper 10, and Thoroughbred Labs for your peptides. BBC 1572 500, use Baker25. Until next time, love you all. Goodbye. Thanks, Mitch. Legend. Pleasure.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Mike. Love you, as always. Silent in the corner, but always lifting heavy. That's just what he does, you know. See you next time.
Thanks, guys.